Okay, this is just one take, one whole take. This is the first episode of Furiously Awkward Reacts. This is a channel video thingy. It's a channel, obviously, but this is a video where I react to strange things of the internet. And today we are going to be reacting to strange posts on Reddit. I have took some time to find a handful, a plethora of these special, funny, hopefully kind of weird, out there, shitty life advice posts. This is coming from Shitty Life Pro Tips, and also we have Unethical Life Pro Tips also. So we just got them all smashed in there together, and we're just gonna go through them all and just have a good time. So starting with number one. How to put off creepy customers at a barista job. This is perfect. This one goes hand in hand with the last one. Sorry. Hi Reddit. I turned 16 last year, so I'm picking up my first summer job this year, working as a barista at a local bubble tea place with a lot of customers in this time of year. I have heard horror stories from my friends who have to do face-to-face interactions with clients about plenty of creepy dudes trying to hit on them while they're just trying to be nice and do their job. Any unethical pro-life tips on how I could deal with them and put them off without breaking the whole pleasant customer? Alright, this is easy. When I was 16, or I lied. When I was I 16? No, my first job, I worked at Kroger. I was a bagger, and I didn't really have the best social skills at the time. I still don't. It's motherfucking furiously awkward, goddammit. But at the time, I was just starting out. I was a kid. I didn't know any better. I was young, and a lot of times it was really just trial and error, But one thing I realized is you just gotta out creep them, Like, you work at where you work? You work at a bubble tea place, Like, you're just gonna have to creep them out, bro. Like, somebody hitting on you, you know what I'm saying? They gonna be like, hey, yo, little mama, let me get your number. You know what I'm saying? This is what you do. First off, you tell them you're a minor. That's a fucking creep. If they fucking keep hitting on you, you better call the goddamn police. That's right. That's what you should do. But let's say, they're of age, right? You're like it's like some like sick, it's a classmate. He might have a crush on you, it's Darren, what I'm saying, from math class, he's a little weird, a little outgoing, a little outstandish, what I'm saying. You don't really fuck with Darren like that, what I'm saying, but you don't want to be mean because this is your job, right? So this is what you do. You look Darren in the eye when he comes in there, and you tell that motherfucker, you'll be like, look, you son of a bitch. No. And then you take the little boba, the little balls that go into the bubble tea, and you just like pelt them with it, just or you can do like some of those like goldfish do, like they just like shoot the water out they mouth like little water cannons. You'd be like Bulbasaur, just yeah. I hope this makes your problem. Alright, on to the next Shitty Life Pro Tip. And I have to say, it says, if you ever fall from a height greater than 20 feet, don't forget to yell parkour before hitting the ground. Yeah, I mean, valid. That sounds valid, I guess. I mean, everybody knows if you yell parkour, you'll instantly do a flip, and then you'll just get up and just walk it off. So like it's easy. I do it all the time, I climb stuff and jump and then yell parkour before I hit the ground, and then like my body, it just, and I instantly like fold into a ball. It's, yeah, live life. If your employer forces you to return to the office, bring in a microwave fish every day until they ask you to stay home. Low key, he's not wrong. This is actually pretty good advice. I would do this shit. Like, this is something I would do. I'm allergic to fish, but motherfucker, I would fucking, if I had a job that I hated, like absolutely hated with all my might, yeah, I'm definitely doing this. I'm bringing fish in. I'm bringing fish, shit, dick, any and everything that would smell as vile as possible. I would make I'll bring in a thermos of just pure musk and just pain and depression, and warm that bitch up every day. I make sure I'm the first one to the microwave. And I walk around with it and be like, yeah, nigga, this is my lunch. Want a bite? I feel like this could also work if anybody's trying to eat your lunch at work. Even though probably nobody's gonna want to talk to you, because your breath be kicking. Ooh, kicking more than Bruce Lee. Ooh. But like outside of that, like, I mean, yeah, nah, they're definitely gonna have you just, they'll give you PTO. Let's say you ain't got no more PTO. Yeah, here, take it. Extra PTO days. You know what? Fuck it. Here's money to just stay home. You don't need to worry about work. I do it. You guys own some. God damn. On to the next one. This is another one. These are just little statements. I thought these would be like actual whatchamacallit. This one says, if you're homeless and dying, beat up a cop. Okay, so I have a little bit of a hot take. I've discussed this before with a few of my friends, and like, I feel like we came up with the best sound advice for anybody being homeless, or like if you are homeless and how to like get out of being homeless. And I feel like the best way to get out of that shit, low key, buy a pizza, motherfucker. You won't go hungry. This is what you do, right? If you struggling, you living on survival mode, and you homeless, buy a pizza every day. All you gotta do is just work, or just try to scraggle up $6, because a hot and ready, due to inflation, costs $6 now. All you need is a hot and ready. You can make a pizza last for a couple of days, you know, because that's 8 slices, you know, and they're decently sized. Add $2 more, you get some crazy bread. Eat the crazy bread, you got the pizza, you know, what more do you need? You could like hire other homeless people to like work for you, and you pay them in pizza. Like, you would be the homeless kingpin. You would be like John Wick, you know, John Wick, the character that Lawrence Fishburne plays. You would be like him for real. That's so fucked up. That's so fucked up. Don't take any of this advice serious, please. That's so bad. Identify as a sex addict, so your current dry spell is actually a triumph. You gotta get in where you fit in, my nigga. Like, I mean, you gotta like, hey, you know, yeah. You just gotta be like, yeah, I be fucking, but like right now I'm not, because I'm trying to cleanse myself, knowing goddamn well you're a virgin. But you know, it's not about your experience, it's about how you carry yourself. If you carry yourself in a good way, then you're gonna get that dick or pussy, or you're gonna fuck you. I don't know. Just, it's all about care. This is actual advice. What the fuck? This isn't even a good one. Never mind. Fucking own it. Own your desert dick. Ew. If you're tired of manually cleaning your house, replace everything in it with plastic so you can use a water jet power washer everywhere. Low key, that's not a bad idea. Cause you get to hose everything down, and then like you get like a bro. You can have like a whole water park in your house for real. Like you tape up the vents, you know what I'm saying? Right? Get plastic wrap all over the walls, right? Coat it, like really like coat it down, right? Hard, bro. You could literally have a water park. Like think about that. Like you could like be sleeping in your bed, right? And then you could just fall off your bed, roll over into the water, and then swim to the kitchen. You don't even have to go to the bathroom, bro. You can just piss. You can just piss and shit. Cause where the fuck is it gonna go? Like you ain't got no toilet. Or if you do, it's covered in plastic wrap. Your house is your toilet. Like you just piss. Fart too much? Yes. Argument escalated? Just start jerking off real quick. Instant mental clarity, guaranteed. Take advantage of post-nut clarity, my friend. You know what? I mean, it's not bad. Like low key, let's say, all right, here, let me hit you with a scenario right quick, all right? You in the crib, right? You in the house, right? You talking to your girlfriend, right? She talking that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? You try to love on her, then she just start talking all that bullshit to you, you know? Talking about, oh, you ain't here for me, oh, you ain't take the dishes, you ain't wash the dishes, you ain't take the trash out, you know? I'm hungry, you don't take me nowhere, you don't buy me anything, like, you know, like, motherfucker, I just got paid. You took all the money. I just took you out to you. I just took you out. I just bought you new clothes like 2 days ago. Like what the fuck, you know? And now you getting mad at me because I didn't take the trash out. I forgot to do the dishes. My bad. I got work. I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? I'm making money, honey. And you gonna get mad at me? Okay. You whip your dick out. You whip your dick out, you start beating that shit. And you don't stop. Do not break eye contact. Quitters break eye contact, motherfucker. You look her deep in your fucking soul, alright? And you nut so hard that the argument just goes away. And then like everybody's fine. Nobody's mad anymore, you know? You asserted your dominance because you nutted everywhere. She's like, alright, my bad. She tried testing your gangster and you had to show her, you know? You a real ass nigga. Alright, so this one's a good one. People feel more money. This of not having any money. Buy $1 million scratch off tickets. Chances are you'll eventually win 1,000 or more. Yeah, I mean, think about it like this. This is the best thing to think about. Every time you quit, every time you say no, you might just be walking away from like the jackpot. Think about it, man. Think about it, man. That's all I'm saying. You know, sooner you got to think about like the chance of like, you know, the game of chance for real, like RNG. Think about it, like if you keep doing something just back to back, right? Surely something's gonna stick. Like if you just throw shit at the wall, like sooner or later something's gonna stick to that wall, you know? So if you just keep going out and buying $1 million scratch off tickets, you're gonna end up making about $1,000. You got my, and you take that 1,000, you say, damn, you know, I made 1,000. So then you put that whole 1,000 into the scratch off tickets. So now, you know, and now then, you know, you make 10,000, right? And then you say, damn, because, you know, everybody knows you're just gonna add another zero, right? You just made 10,000. Fuck, That's amazing. $10,000 just from $1 million scratch off tickets? Alright, fuck it. Let's keep going, right? You buy some more, right? You buy 10,000 more. You win again. Oh, guess what? You got 100,000 eventually, right? Now you just made 100,000 with scratch off tickets. Now at this point, you're probably kind of homeless, maybe. You're kind of struggling. You're down on your luck. So hopefully you use this video as a guide to like kind of go back, you go back to like what I previously just said. You take the pizza thing and you're like, all right, you know what? It's fucking amazing. Here we go. This is how you leave the hood. All right. This is how you make it out the hood. Scratch off tickets, right? Homeless people, right? You find a bunch of homeless people, right? You buy pizza for these motherfuckers, right? You feed them with pizza and you give them money to get scratch off tickets, right? They get a bunch of scratch off tickets and they scratch it off, right? And you cash them in, all of them, right? And like you build an army of homeless people who has like who buy scratch off tickets for you. Because if you think about it, right? The more the merrier. The more people that you have doing this, the more money you might be able to get. Think about it. Don't do any of this advice, please. Do not. This is bad. This is very bad. This is shit. This is shit advice. I guess it's like the whole point to give you guys shit advice, but do not take any of this seriously. This is all a joke. I do not recommend do not recommend you guys do any of this stuff in real life. This is it's all just meant to be satire, just a joke, hey, I feel like we could all use a few laughs every now and again, and I feel like this is a nice way to laugh. But like I said, just don't take any of this serious, please. I have more video ideas coming and they're in the works, but this is just a little rough first draft of what I'm hoping I can keep doing on this YouTube channel of Furiously Awkward. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I'm gonna go and buy some $1 million scratch off tickets and see if I can like erect an army of pizza loving homeless people. So I can get that million. I'm going for that million. I want that million. But nevertheless, see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.